In this 10-minute session, we're going to take a little look at a kneeling and sideline flow that will work through the front of the hips, our stability, and also our core. So we're going to start in all fours in our quadruped position, just allowing the body to get used to weight bearing, to having the knees underneath us. Let's press the hands into the floor, the knees, shins, and feet into the mat, and round the spine into your cat stretch. Inhale, open your sitting bones, allow your spine to undulate through. Exhale, press the floor away. Inhale to open. Exhale, soften and press the floor away. Great. From here, we can take a little check-in with our diagonal sling. So we find our neutral spine, crown of the head reaches away from the sitting bones. So we reach opposite arm and leg, sliding them along the floor, and then in underneath you, stabilize that diagonal and switch. So we're just having a little conversation with the body first. Reaching away. Fabulous. One more to either side. Great. Let's just take a tuck of the toes and send the sitting bones back over the heels. Pressing into the balls of the feet, the big toes, the second toes. You can have a little wriggle out. Great. Sending our sitting bones back over our heels. And then bring your weight forward, untuck the toes. We're going to walk our hands back towards our knees and come up into high kneeling. And you can stay side on or you can turn yourself around. The reason I'm staying side on is just to show you in our high kneeling position, we're going to be opening up through the front of the body a little bit, but not by arching our lower back. So what we want to find is that sense of sending our pubic bone through and our belly button back a little bit and pressing the knees, the shins, the feet into the floor so we find that length through the front without compromising at the back of us. Does that make sense? So it's so comfortable to stay here. That's a lot of work for the body. So send your knees, shins and feet into the floor. Send the crown of your head long and away. Let the pubic bone come through a little bit and the belly button draw back. The glutes will engage, but our aim is not to squeeze the glutes. They come as a consequence of yawning open, sending energy down and up in opposition. We'll take a little stretch of that as well. So I'm going to get you to bring your right leg through. You're in a right knee kneeling lunge, 90-90 going on. Turn the hips so they're facing forward still. Draw the belly button back, send the pubic bone through and find a lovely yawn going on through the front of that left hip flexor, left front of the thigh, left psoas. So we're sending the pubic bone through, drawing the belly button back. This glute will engage a little bit, we'll feel a lovely yawn, and we can stay here, soft ribs. You might want to reach the left arm up towards the ceiling, reach through the fingertips, send the knee, shin and foot down, keep sending the pubic bone through, tuck the pelvis, and maybe take a little yawning side bend. I'm just going to widen my foot. Right hand and elbow is on the knee. That's it. And you're taking a little side bend. Still tucking the pelvis, pubic bone through, belly button back. Great. And soften and come back through. We can release that right leg in underneath us. Have a little shake out. Let's bring the left leg through. Same thing. We're coming into that 90-90 angle with the knees. We're not going too far with that foot. Knee directly over the ankle, and we can start to send the pubic bone through, squaring the hips off, both headlights of the hips facing forward. Draw the belly button back. Find that lovely length from the crown of the head down into the knee, the shin and the top of the foot. Let's bring your left hand onto your left knee and reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. Lengthen through the fingertips, send the knee, shin and foot down, send the pubic bone through, the belly button back. Feel free to take a little yawning side bend, quite small. Breathe through it. Fabulous. One of my favorite exercises from kind of being seated and flexed over quite a lot when I'm working over my laptop. Just having a lovely yawn out through the front line of the body, these quads especially. Good, come back through the center. Have a little shake off there. You're very welcome to have a little wriggle out through the legs. That'll be coming later. So I'm going to get you to turn around and face forward. Make sure the knees are supported. Feel free to pad them even more if you need to. Notice that we can find that nice easy length without arching in our lower back to send our hips over our knees. So draw the belly button back a tiny bit, send the pubic bone through. It's an awareness, but you're not holding your breath or squeezing your glutes. Lovely. Arms sweep out to the side of the body. Reaching long and away from you. We're going to windmill the arms and allow the left hand to come down. Right arm overhead. We weight bear into the left. Your pelvis might come back. That's okay. Send it forward when you've got the right leg long and away from you now. Hand directly underneath the shoulder. Shoulders away from the ears. Reach that right arm up towards the ceiling. They're going in opposition to keep you lovely and long. That's it. And imagine you're all lined up in front of you in between two panes of glass. Good. Fabulous. We press down into the hand, the knee, the shin, the foot, and allow this leg to float up. Great. Keep that lovely reach. Can we do 4 pulses here for 4, 3, 2. You're working this standing arm and leg, this whole underside of you as well. 1. Fabulous. Can we flex in the foot, crease in front and send it kicking through and then point back? Doesn't have to be massive. You can bring your hand onto your hip like me. You can keep it reaching up. Play around with what works. Fabulous. We can send our gaze up. We're going to slightly turn the body. We're going to bend in the knee and bring knee and elbow together. And lengthen. Knee and elbow together. Lengthen. Knee and elbow together. Lengthen. Oblique crunch going on. Lengthen. Fabulous. Soften the toes down. Draw the knee in and just send your sitting bones over the heels, over the right heel, especially over to the right, like you're sinking away from your hand on the floor. And then come back up through to high kneeling. Arms reach out. You can let them have a little swing. Good. We windmill the arms in the opposite direction. The right hand is going to come down. You'll weight bear into the right knee, shin and foot. And checking in, you're going to tilt, transfer your weight to lengthen your left leg away. So you can have a little wriggle out through here. Soften shoulders away from ears, reach the fingertips up. Push down into the mat, engage through this underside and float the leg up for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. It stays up here. We flex in the foot, we kick forward and point back and flex and point. Kicking forward, a little bit trickier in kneeling. Well done. Fabulous. Then we're reaching long and away and we're going knee to elbow. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Inhale, exhale. Lengthen long and away, soften the toes down, bring that left knee in to meet the right and start to send your sitting bones over to the left, sinking off the heels, reach the fingertips. Over to the right, get a lovely yawn into the side of the body, the hips. Press down into the floor with those knees, shins and feet and spring back up. Give the shoulders a little shrug. You can pad out through the knees. You're welcome to sit down, have a little shake out. Great. From here, come back up to high kneeling. We're going to send the right leg out to the side. So it can come forward first and then it can externally rotate. This heel is often in line with the knee. I know it can look a little bit different on camera, but it is. And it's slightly turned out as well. So find a nice comfortable position. We're still sending the pubic bone through the belly button back, so be careful of sitting into this position. Push that left knee, shin and foot into the floor. Bring your right hand onto your right knee, just for feedback, a little bit of stability. Left arm reaches out to the side. We're going to allow it to sweep across the horizon. We're going to take a gentle lunge into that right knee, ankle and front of the hip. You'll get a lovely groin stretch here and then draw the elbow back so it comes across the horizon and then draw the elbow, let it slice across the front of your chest and back behind you. So you're sweeping out in front and then peeling back, slightly back on that diagonal as well for me, guys. We love getting in a little bit of thoracic mobility when we can. We can get all key points hitting at the same time. Full body movement integration. Nice. Keep your elbow on that right knee and thigh. Reach your left fingertips up and just take a lovely yawning side bend. Similar to mermaid or lateral flexion. Push down into the knee, shin and foot. Reach through the fingers. Pubic bone through. Belly button back. Soft ribs. Great. Fabulous. And we're going to switch through so we can bring that right leg in. Allow the left leg to go out. External rotation to the side of you. Pubic bone through, belly button back. Find this nice comfortable position. Gentle hand and wrist onto that thigh. Right arm reaches out. It's going to sweep across the horizon. And then pull back into that diagonal. Sweep across the horizon. Keep this heel down on that left leg. So try not to come into the toes. Good. Let your gaze go with your fingertips. Now you've got it. Lovely. Just check what the pelvis is doing because we've been moving. Come back through so we're stable over this standing leg. Left elbow onto the thigh, reach the right fingertips up, draw the belly button back, soften those ribs, send the pubic bone through, take a lovely yawning side bend. Great. Last big deep breath here. Fabulous. Soften, shake out through those legs. Let's come back through into all fours. Just gently press away, straightening out, kicking out through the heel. It stays active, we're not locking. Just having a little check-in. Fabulous. 10-minute high kneeling flow. Done. Great work.